And Johnny, let's move a little segue before we go into our Marvel to end everything. Titans is coming out this Friday. I am psyched for it. What I'm actually going to be doing is I don't think I'm going to be coming up here to do them because it would be a lot of work to set everything up.
Yeah.
But in my streaming area, I basically have a webcam that I use for Twitch stream.
Yeah.
And a little bit of a setup. So I'm probably going to do that. It may be...
Just do your Titan reviews there.
Yeah, just do the Titan. I can do them every Friday after I watch the episode, get them up. So that's what we're... Because last year I wanted to do them, but it was just... I never wanted to do it if it was like Ricky watched it and Johnny wasn't able to watch it. So this year, to make it easy, I know I'm going to watch it. I'm just going to do them on Fridays, put them up that day. Exactly. You don't have to wait a day. After I do it, it'll be up. So follow us on YouTube, youtube.com. You can search Most Valuable Podcasts Nerd if you're on the audio side. Also, I'll put the link down below in the description. But these are kind of my final predictions for the season before they start. And how we're going to do these is I've got 3, maybe 4 that I throw out there that I'm predicting for this year, for this season of Titans. And how this is going to work is basically I'm going to say it, I'm going to give my kind of thought process going through, and then Johnny's going to give his reaction to it, and then we'll move through. I think this one will be fairly quick. I'm going to save the big mic drop for the end of this. The first one I think is going to be, you can take the mic we're not using and mic drop it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start off with this one, and this one might be a little kind of peppering in there for, I don't know if this is the really big one. 2 of them have to do with Deathstroke. One of them has to do with Robin. The first one I will throw out there, and this one may be off the wall too. Robin, or Dick Grayson, will be wearing the Batman costume during this season for at least a little part of it. And the reason why I say that is, here's the thought process going through my head, Johnny. What does Dove mean at the end of the trailer when she tells Dick, be Batman? Is she meaning, because she could only mean one of 2 things. Either literally be Batman, or 2, you have to be like Batman. And that's where we finally get the Nightwing version of Robin. I think we're going to get that Nightwing version. But what I'm kind of leaning on is before we get that version, I think we get a nod to the comics where, because Dick Grayson in the comics
takes up the mantle for a short period.
Took up the mantle for a short period. And this kind of also plays into what I think is going to happen in my mic drop. So I will save that. But for some unforeseen reason, Batman disappears or vanishes, basically. And you'll get it when I give my final prediction. And because of that, no Batman. Someone needs to become Batman. And we've already harped through this series so far. Dick, and how he hates how Batman does things, and how, like, his kind of him fighting with himself, hating himself a little bit for what Batman let him do. And there's even a point in the trailer like, would you change anything? And Ian Glenn's Batman goes, no, I'd do it exactly the same. I think at this point, when she says, Dove, be Batman, Dick Grayson, it could be for an episode, it could be for a whole episode, part of an episode. I think in this season, we get Dick Grayson wearing the Batman cowl before he becomes Nightwing towards the end of the series. What do you think?
I think it's, if you're going to get it, it's going to be like one episode. He'll like don it and think that this isn't me. This isn't my thing. So it'll be more like he tries it out, and sort of like Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm not Tony Stark. I need to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, so he puts on his own suit.
Yeah, and then like he tries the Batman thing maybe for like an episode, if that, and then he goes, I need to do this my way.
Mm-hmm.
And then does the whole Nightwing costume.
I like that too, because the thing I also think is going to happen is, because they referenced it in the trailer, is and I'm looking at it right now, the shot that we saw in even the teaser of Dick Grayson in the back, then to his right was Aqualad and Donna Troy, and then to the other side was Hawk and Dove. I think that's the first iteration of Titans. They've referenced that this is not the first time they have done this. And I think they're kind of hinting that they've gone up with Slade before, Deathstroke. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be honest, I think that the reason why we don't see Aqualad in present time and most of the stuff is flashback is because I think Deathstroke killed him. I think the first time they shut it down, because they even reference it. Like, Hawk even says, he goes, someone's going to die. He's done it before. And it's like, everyone except for Aqualad has been in present time. I think that they did it. They went ahead and went after Slade, and one of them perished because of it. And they just shut everything down. Because it's like, we can't do this. We don't want to die. We can't, go after him. And do I think Slade kills again? Yes, I will get to that. But I kind of feel like at the beginning, we saw from at the end of last year, Robin burning the Robin costume. He'll kind of question not question who he is, but he's not going to have he's not going to be Robin. That's Jason Todd now. I don't think he'll necessarily have a moniker until after, like you said, he takes the cowl, and it's like, no, I'm not Batman. I can't do what Batman does. But they're right. I need to be like Batman in my own way. And that's when, boom, Nightwing is born. Kind of like how it was in the comics a little bit. So that's number one. Number two has to do with Ravenger. And the thing I'm going to say about Ravenger, who is Deathstroke's daughter, is I honestly believe she is going to be the Terra character of this Titans, where if you didn't watch OG Titans, the cartoon series, Terra was basically the apprentice or daughter of Deathstroke, befriends the Titans, and then eventually stabs them in the back to help out Slade. I think the same thing's going to happen here. They're fucking setting the seeds, Johnny, where she is training with Robin. She has that scene where she cuts the bamboo stick in half. She even says the line, well, I hope I didn't break this place. That to me is foreshadowing. If not, it's just them being like, hey, Ricky, follow this wild goose chase while we divert you from what we're really doing. But I think that's going to happen. Ravenger's going to come in. She's going to play that Terra kind of a role where she'll befriend the Titans, and then she might be I'm going to say this. She might be the reason why they are betrayed and why my next prediction happens. Because we also saw Jericho, who's another offspring of Deathstroke. I don't know how much of Jericho we see, because when we see him, he's just looks like a normal kid. So for you, what do you think? Do you think they will recycle that Terra story?
So far, that's where I'm leaning towards. Is she's going to be one that kind of stabs him in the back in one way or another.
Because you can't have her be the offspring of Deathstroke and not help Daddy out.
I would think not, but that would be an interesting twist.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one. This is the big one, Johnny. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Deathstroke kills Jason Todd. It's not the Joker.
I'd be down for it being that.
Because they're like...
That way you can still get your Death in the Family storyline.
Exactly. You still get that Red Hood, and here's the reason why.
Season 3 would be Red Hood.
Exactly. But here's the reason why. Get this and tell me what you think. So remember the funny scene from the teaser trailer with them at the house on the news, and Jason Todd fucking jumps in front of the camera and goes, "Titans are back, bitches!" Well, that was just to get us pumped, right? Like, yeah, Titans are coming back. No. That's how Slade sees that the Titans are back. Jason Todd announces to the world that the Teen Titans are back. That kind of, I don't want to say reprograms, but Slade goes, all right, I got to come out of retirement now.
Is that the dude with the eye patch and the beard?
Yep, that's Slade.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wonder if that's going to be the scene now, like, Titans are back, bitches.
And that's where he sees it. Yeah, and it's basically like, okay, I got to go to work. And I think what's going to happen is, we already know Jason Todd's personality from season 1. He ain't afraid to go guns a-blazing. Mm-hmm. And he's kind of over cocky. That's kind of Jason Todd's character. But number 2, I think Deathstroke is kind of gonna put him as the number 1 kill target.
Yeah.
Because he is the one that's kind of like, not just, it's because he's cocky, but like that boisterous, like, Teen Titans, man, yeah, what's going on? Titans back, bitches.
Teen Titans,
like,
bitches.
That kind of character to where Slade will be like, well, he dies first. Mm-hmm. And he's going to kill Jason Todd, which this goes into prediction 3. That's why Dick Grayson needs to take on the mantle of Batman, because that's going to send Batman into his whole fucking depression situation that he has after death of the family, because he's going to blame himself. And then that's why Dove is going to come up to Robin and go, be Batman. What do you think? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of lacing both of them together. What anything that, would you like that? Not like that? What's going on in your head?
It'd be interesting.
Because we're getting Red Hood.
Yeah, I would feel like it'd be a good way to lead into Red Hood. Like it's see, now they kind of pieced it together where it's like Jason Todd goes, Teen Titans is back, bitches, and then you see Deathstroke going, what?
Yeah.
At the TV screen, and yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be a good way to go about it. And
there's only one person.
He takes up the Batman mantle maybe for an episode, and then goes, "No, I need to be Nightwing. Yeah. Batman, you need to snap the fuck out of it."
There's one character I don't know how they're gonna fit in, and that's Superboy.
Yeah,
he is the only one, because in the trailer, all we see is his interaction with Crypto. Oh, I guess you're Crypto. Looks at the uniform. I'm Connor. The other thing I'm excited for is it looks like we're going to get a little bit more of Starfire's backstory, which is very, it's interesting because it's very Game of Thrones.
I think that's her sister.
Exactly. Her sister sent him, the guy who tased her, because the Game of Thrones aspect of it, if you don't know Starfire's backstory, is Starfire's sister, who I think is called Blackfire, wants the throne. But she can't have the throne because Starfire is before her in the line of succession. Mm-hmm. So she has to basically try to kill Starfire or get Starfire to relinquish, is the word I'm trying to look for, her right to the throne. So it looks like we may get a little bit of that. I think it'd be fucking awesome if we got Blackfire. It's like, hey, spoiler, or surprise, we actually have Blackfire in this. We're going to get an episode with that.
Though here they said she goes by Dazzler, so.
Or Shimmer is someone else. Shimmer is someone completely different.
Okay.
So Shimmer is a Titan villain. That's who we thought, many people thought might have been Miss Martian. Shimmer is a Titans villain. I'll look it up because I'm not super into Shimmer. In the cartoon, she had kind of I'm trying to think that I want to say that punk goth style haircut where it was shaved side of the head, hair kind of falling. I want to say the old Ruby Rose haircut with orange hair. But her backstory is basically, let's see, her and her brother, who was the super villain Mammoth, were natives of Australia. Teased by classmates, yada, yada, yada. She is actually related to Dr. Savannah. Where did we get Dr. Savannah at? What movie? Do you remember?
Shazam.
So, I mean, that kind of links him in to this universe a little bit. That's going to be cool. But maybe we do get a Blackfire on here. I think we're going to get more into Starfire's story. Superboy, I just don't know about. He's the wild card to me. Like, how is he? He's going to become a part of the team. But how? That's the only thing I wonder. So I'm going to pose the question on to you guys watching and listening. What are your predictions? What do you think of my predictions? And the big one is, what do you think about Superboy? Because that's my big question mark. How is he going to fit in? Maybe it's just because I'm more of a Batman stan and a Batman mark. That I'm so ingrained into the Batman
far it just
stuff.
Looks like a finding who he is type thing.
And the Titans are forming because even Raven joked around, like, she has the banter with Robin where it's like, yeah, you got to do it. Like, we're forming the Titans. We're going to be a group. And her with her fucking dad in her brain in her head the whole time with the crystal being in, which I will say, only bad part, there's one shot of Raven where it looks like the crystal isn't completely on her forehead. And to me, it's like, I hope that crystal looks good. And it doesn't just look like, hey, we got this. Let's take off the adhesive right on your forehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get the one from the dollar store and just plop it right on there. But
no, Ricky, they pay for Party City.
Yeah, they pay for Party City. But let us know what you guys, Titans coming this Friday, what you guys think down below.